Mesopotamia, the fertile land located between the rivers Tigris and the Euphrates in Iraq, West Asia, was one of the first places for the formation of the settlement. So here, children, this here you can see the Mesopotamian civilization here on the screen you can see. So here is the place where comes under the west direction of the Asia continent. So here the civilization was started. So this civilization was started in between the Tigris River and the Euphrates River. So these are the two rivers which are there in the west part of the Asia. So you may get one doubt. Why this civilization was started near these two rivers? Because in the olden days, whatever the civilizations were started, these all civilizations were started or these all civilizations were developed near the water area, because in those days the water was the important source of the people for the cultivation. So this civilization was started in the West Asia near the Tigris and the Euphrates River. So here you can see the other civilizations also, children. If you can see the Mesopotamian civilization, which was started near the Tigris and the Euphrates River. And if you can see the Egyptian civilization also, between this Egyptian civilization was started near the Nile River. And if you take the Indian civilization, that means we have Harappa and the Mohenjo-daro civilizations. So these two civilizations were started in India, where the Indus River is flowing. And if you take the ancient China civilization, which was started near the Honghe or the Yellow River, right? So this all the civilizations in the world means the in the early days, where the people after the early man, where the people have started living in a group or living in a society. So these all the groups, these all the people in the different places in the world, they have started settling in near the river area, because there was only one occupation they had after the early man development, after the Neolithic age. In the earlier class, we have discussed about the Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, and the Neolithic age. And when we have discussed in the Neolithic age and the Mesolithic age, the people, the early man, they have started learning about the cultivation. Means the early man started learning about the agriculture, right? So there was only, so we can understand that in the Mesolithic age and the Neolithic age, the people only they have occupation of the cultivation or hunting and the gathering. So these are only two important occupations where they had. But mainly the main occupation for the early man was the cultivation. So later on in the after the Neolithic age, these people, whomever we have discussed in the earlier topic, like this early man, these people, they have started settling in the different parts of the world where the water source was available. In such places, they have started settling themselves and they have started the civilization. Civilization in the sense, the group of people living in the society. So that is called as the civilization. So these all are the different civilizations which we can see in the world. So the first civilization in this class, we are going to discuss about the Mesopotamian civilization. So this Mesopotamian civilization, which was started in the West Asia, means the west direction of the Asia continent, and this civilization was started near the two rivers, and those two rivers are Tigris and the Euphrates. So these are the two rivers where it has given birth to the Mesopotamian civilization. And ancient Mesopotamia and its surrounding areas were commonly referred to the Fertile Crescent. So this ancient Mesopotamia is commonly will be called as a Fertile Crescent, because there are two rivers are located in this Mesopotamia, and these two, due to these two rivers, the the soil which is there in the Mesopotamia, very fertile soil will be available in the Mesopotamia, and with this fertile soil, which is very much useful for the agriculture purpose, for the cultivation purpose. Okay, two rivers, Tigris and the Euphrates, supplied fresh water for the growth and development of human settlement in Mesopotamia. Agriculture also flourished here due to the irrigation facilities provided by the rivers and the presence of fertile soil. So just now I have told you the soil due to the Tigris river and due to the Euphrates river, the two rivers which are located in the Mesopotamia. Children, Mesopotamia is a place in the West Asia. In the Mesopotamia, where this civilization was started, so that is the reason this civilization will be called as the Mesopotamian civilization. And where these people have started living in the Mesopotamia due to these two rivers, where these two rivers are flowing in the Mesopotamia, and this civilization has given a good facility to the people, and also the agriculture also flourished more in the Mesopotamia, means developed more in the Mesopotamia, because it was these two rivers were giving fresh water to the people, as well as wherever the rivers are located, so the soil becomes very fertile. So due to the fertile soil, the people who were living in the Mesopotamia, they have they have done a good kind of agriculture in the Mesopotamia. And this Mesopotamia is a Greek word. It is a Greek word. This Mesopotamia is a Greek word, refers to the land between the two rivers. So what is the meaning of the Mesopotamia? Already I have told you that Mesopotamia means it's a place name. So why this place got its name? Because this Mesopotamia is located between the two rivers. So due to that two rivers, this place got that name. Means the place which is located between the two rivers. So that, as per Greek language, that place will be called as the Mesopotamia. This oldest civilization of the world was developed by the Sumerians and subsequently flourished for about 1500 years. The people who lived here in the Mesopotamian civilization, so those people were called as the Sumerians. Children, once again I am repeating you, the people who started their civilization in the Mesopotamia, those people are called as the Sumerians. Okay, these Sumerians, these people, they lived nearly, means not the same people, their generations, nearly 1500 years they have survived in the Mesopotamia. And you can see here, this is Sumer, means these are the different groups of the people. Okay, you can see here the different group of people who survived in the Mesopotamia as the Sumerian. The people who lived in the Mesopotamian civilizations were the Sumerians. And here, children, you can see this is the Tigris river and this is the Euphrates river. So in between these two rivers, this Mesopotamia was there. So that is the reason, as per the Greek language, a place which is located between the two rivers, so that is called as the Mesopotamia. And this Mesopotamian civilization flourished for 1500 years in the Mesopotamia. Since the first civilizations were established in Mesopotamia, it was commonly known as the cradle of civilization. So first time in the Mesopotamia, the civilization was started. So that was the reason. So these will be called as the cradle of the civilization. So first time in the Mesopotamia, the civilization was started. So that is the reason it is called as the cradle of the civilization. And the earliest cities developed about 3500 BC. Sumer was the first city in Mesopotamia where civilization flourished. I have shown you in the just before slide where the Sumer was there. So this was the main important city where the Mesopotamian civilization was developed in the West Asia. Besides Sumer, other important cities of Mesopotamian were Irudu, Uruk, Ur, and Lagash. So, children, you can see these are not only Sumer in the these all are the important cities of the Mesopotamian civilization. One of the important city in the Mesopotamian civilization is Sumer. This one. And next, the other important cities where the Mesopotamian civilization was flourished was these all are the different states. These all are the different places. Kish, Uruk, Ur, Lagash, Umma, Nippur. These all are the different city names, like how Warangal, Hanamkonda, Kazipet, we have different cities. So likewise, in the Mesopotamian civilization time, the people have settled in these many cities to survive themselves. So these all are the important cities of the Mesopotamian civilization. And the earliest cities developed about 3500 years BC. And the present day countries like Iraq, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Kuwait. These are the countries. So present we are calling with these countries were located with the Mesopotamian civilization. So these all are the Mesopotamian civilization. Presently we are calling with Iraq, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Kuwait. So these are the present countries where in those days it was called as the Mesopotamian civilization. Presently, we are calling with the different names. And what was the society during the Mesopotamian civilization? What was the society were there? Like presently, we have a different society. Our habits are different. Our the people are divided into different categories. So we have a different kind of society now. But what kind of society they had in the Mesopotamian civilization? So let us discuss. So the social life, what was the social life of the Mesopotamian civilization? Let us see. People of Mesopotamia lived in the city-state. The city-state refers to a nation consisting of only one city. So these all Mesopotamian civilization people, they all lived in one city only. And each city-state was surrounded by a large wall. Okay, so where the people they lived, it was called as a city, and each city was surrounded by a compound wall. Okay, and a typical Mesopotamian city was characterized by having a temple called a ziggurat at the center. So this is the temple area. Okay, this center temple area will be called as the ziggurat. Okay, and the temple was surrounded by the king's palace, a monumental structure at the center of groups of granaries and storehouses, and other administrative buildings were also very common in the state. The smaller houses were formed on the outside of the city. The central areas was connected by wide streets to the city gates. So children, this is a complete temple area where the king and the nobles and their granaries, mean the food storage houses and all, were located in this temple area. And the normal people who were living in the Mesopotamian civilization, so those normal people were living out of this ziggurat, means out of this temple area. They used to live in the small houses. And hierarchy of social class was one of the very common features. So hierarchy means the higher authority people. So we can see, so the people have divided like this. Okay, the people of the Mesopotamian civilization were divided like this. So the first one is nobility, and the priest and the kings, and the next landlords, okay, and also farmers and the artisans and the slaves and the criminals. So the complete society have been divided into four categories. One is priest and kings, and the second one is landlords and government officials, wealthy merchants, and the third one is farmers and artisans. That means who used to do the metal, stone, wood, pottery works. So this all comes under the craftsmen and the peasants. And the next one is slaves and the criminals, so who were working as the slaves, so they used to come under the last category. So likewise, the society of the Mesopotamian society, in the sense children, the people have been divided into the different categories. So like high rich people, poor people, slaves, workers, like that. The people of the Mesopotamian civilization, they have divided into the category. So this was the ziggurat where the king used to live and the nobles used to live, and out of the ziggurat where the people, the normal people, the slaves, the criminals, they used to live in the out of the ziggurat. Right. The Mesopotamian followed the practical system in which the father was the head of the family. So even in the nowadays in our society also, father is the head of the family. So the same system was also, I mean, whatever the system was followed, now we are following. Right. So in the Mesopotamian civilization, uh, the practical system was followed. The father was the head of the family, and women and children were well protected and looked after by the male members of the family. So, whomever the children are there, the women are there. So, these women and the children were well protected by their male, means by their family, head of the family. And the boys of the elite families only learned reading, writing, and arithmetic in the school, while the girls were trained in music and dance. Only the elite family, means the king's family, the noble's family, only those people were allowed for the education. Education like reading, writing, and arithmetic. So only the higher family, means the kings and the noble family members are, eligible for the education, and their only boys were allowed for the education, and the elite family girls were allowed for learning of the music and dance. They stayed at home to learn housekeeping. They stayed at home to learn housekeeping and cooking. During the region of Hammurabi, the women had respected positions in the society. So Hammurabi was a ruler who has given the, a lot of, respect to the women. So this Hammurabi, he had made own laws for the society. So the women could follow different rights, such as having a possession of property and even getting a divorce also, means even when the Hammurabi, he became the king of the Mesopotamian civilization, this Hammurabi, he made laws for the people also, like what kind of rights should be given to the women, and also the rights were given for the properties also, means a women also should get the right in the property. And not only that, if a woman wants a divorce from the husband, even she can take divorce also from the husband. So such a kind of laws were implemented by Hammurabi. So he was a ruler during the Mesopotamian civilization, one of the ruler from the Mesopotamian civilization. And one more important game where they used to play during the Mesopotamian civilization was, now let us discuss about that game, polo. Okay, hunting was popular among Archean kings, boxing and wrestling also featured in the Mesopotamian civilization. Another popular game played during this period was the polo. The polo was another popular game which was played by the Mesopotamian civilization people, and the men used to sit on the shoulders of the other men rather than on horses while playing polo. So the men used to sit on the other men's shoulder. If they want to play polo, one man used to sit on the other man shoulder, and they used to play the polo. That was a, instead of sitting on the horses, they used to sit on the others uh, uh, shoulder. So that was the playing of the polo in the Mesopotamian civilization. And what kind of occupations were there during the Mesopotamian civilization? So let us see. Agriculture was the main occupation of the Mesopotamian. So already we have discussed that during those days only agriculture was an important occupation for them, because they don't have any other kind of jobs like us. Like present days we have different kind of occupations. We have like business or doctor or engineer or lawyer or software or different types of the occupations or jobs we have. But in those days, as education was very less, so the people were, holding only the occupation like agriculture. The agriculture was only the main occupation of the Mesopotamian civilization. The food crops were rich due to the presence of the two rivers, and whatever the food crops were grown in the Mesopotamian civilization, very good, very quality crops used to grow because of the two rivers, the Tigris River and the Euphrates River, which are present in the Mesopotamian civilization. Due to these two rivers, whatever the crop was grown in the Mesopotamian civilization, the crop was very fine crop, very good crop. Okay, very quality crop was grown. Nowadays, the crops are growing on the fertilizers and the pesticides. But those days, they have used the natural manure, which was very good for the health. But present days, we are, the food which we are taking, it is not good food. And, they are using the so many chemicals in the growing of the food. But those days the crop which was grown, it is absolutely free of all the chemicals. There are no such kind of chemicals were used in the food. So that's why the food which was grown, that was very good food which was grown in the Mesopotamian civilization. And what are the tools they have used for the Mesopotamian civilization was wooden plough, where they will just, drill the land. Means to sow the seeds, they have to make some marks on the ground. They have to, make some holes to the ground. So for making of that, they have used the wooden plough, was used to soften the soil before planting crops such as barley, wheat, lentils, chicken peas, onions, grapes, turnips, dates, and apples. So these were the different crops which were grown during the Mesopotamian civilization. And they also made beer and wine. Okay, the alcohol also during the Mesopotamian civilization, they have developed the alcohol also. Alcohol like beer and wine. So these two alcohol also was developed during the Mesopotamian civilization. And also these people, they have started domesticating the animals also. Domesticating in the animals in the sense, they have started keeping the animals near their homes, okay, near their domestic areas where they are living, like a rearing of the animals. They have domesticated animals like sheep, donkeys, pigs, cattle and goats. So these animals also they are useful for the Mesopotamian people. Means for the Sumerians, these animals also useful in their agriculture works. Even plenty of fish were available there because of the presence of the river and canal. So obviously we know that these fishes are available in the water area. So there are two, rivers are located in the Mesopotamian civilization. Not only these animals, these Sumerians they used to catch the fishes also. N number of fishes were available for the Sumerian people. Children, Sumerian means nothing but the people who were surviving in the Mesopotamian civilization. Those people were called as the Sumerians. And the irrigation system was required for development of agriculture in hot and dry climatic regions of Mesopotamia. Okay, so the irrigation system, that means if the place is very cold, okay, in such places we cannot grow any kind of cultivation, because if the plants wants to grow, the plants require the heat climate also, the sunlight also required. I think you might be knowing about the photosynthesis process, where a plant requires the sunlight to prepare its own food, right? So this irrigation system was required for the development of agriculture in hot and dry climatic regions of the Mesopotamia. In the Mesopotamian region, wherever the hot and the dry climates were there, in such climates the Mesopotamian civilization agriculture was developed more, and they built superb irrigation system to encourage good water supply. Different irrigated systems such as dikes, reservoirs, canals, and advo- aqueducts. So these Sumerian people they have developed the different kind of the water facility areas also. Children, for example, if the farmers needs to develop the agriculture fields, so he needs the water resources also, where the people will store the water in their, it may be in the canals or it may be in the reservoirs. So whenever they need the water, this water will be used for the agriculture field. So even the Sumerians also they have constructed the dams, reservoirs, canals, and aqueducts. So where they have stored the water from the rivers, and whenever they required the water for their agriculture fields, so that water was used by these, canals and the dams which were constructed by them, the reservoirs which were constructed by them. So through that they have used the water for the agriculture lands. Due to the development of agriculture, a vast population grew along the rivers of Tigris and Euphrates after 5000 BC. So due to these two rivers, the agriculture was very good. The soil is very good. People, water resources were also very good. So due to all these reasons, a large population have been developed during the, before the 5000, after the 5000 BC, a large population was developed in the Mesopotamia due to the two rivers which were located in the Mesopotamian civilization. And trade and commerce. So what kind of business they used to have, that we will be discussing. Sumer, Babylon, and Akkad are some of the influential cities, states of Mesopotamia. Since Mesopotamia had no stone, metals, or timber for constructing buildings, these were traded from Syria and Asia Minor. So there were different kind of, business centers are also were developed in the Mesopotamian civilization. So what are the business centers? So that we will discuss tomorrow.